happy to see all of you here tonight, and I mean, this is a great turnout. I think we'll have a great turnout in December too, and we hope that you'll all come back then. But I'm very proud to endorse Pete Buttigieg for the simple reason that he will be the best president of the United States. It's just that simple. He brings the experience to the job. He brings everything to the job. I think that his demeanor, it's impossible to overstate how refreshing that demeanor will be after the last 3 years. But he really does bring all of himself, all of his genuine self to this effort, to this quest. And I know that he'll give all of himself as President of the United States. And for me, I grew up here in Baltimore, but I went to college in the Midwest. I went to college in Indiana. And unfortunately, during the time that I've been, I guess, alive and been voting, I mean, there've really been things that have come out of Indiana that have ended up in the White House that, you know, not all that great. And they've usually been vice presidents, you know, Dan Quayle, and, well, Mike Pence, I mean, and that guy. I think we need somebody who truly has Hoosier common sense that he can take to the White House. And that is somebody who has run a city, a small city, but who has seen the challenges that people face every day in that small city. Having to finding things apparently all the time. But finding ways to revitalize the city of South Bend and understanding how those things writ large across the country kind of goes to the challenges that we have not just in South Bend, but also in the neighborhood I was just in South Baltimore, in Brooklyn, and across the city of Baltimore and across the country. It speaks to what we want our president to focus on. How do we feel confident that we're going to raise our kids, if we have them? If we don't have them, how can we feel confident that people are going to be able to get good paying jobs? How can we be confident that people aren't going to have to worry about going to the hospital and worry about whether or not they're going to leave with a bankruptcy filing following them? He brings the experience, the thoughtfulness, the integrity that we so desperately need to attack those problems, and that's fundamentally why I enthusiastically endorse him. And I look forward to him coming to Baltimore, and I look forward to him walking across the stage in Milwaukee with Chasten, holding his hand and taking that nomination and beating Donald Trump in November. So thank you.